Hello everybody and welcome to the Redmen TV and my match reaction after Liverpool turned it around against Fulham in the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final at home at glorious Anfield behind me, of course. Sluggish really first 45 minutes, not at it. Obviously loads of changes to the starting 11 with Trent Alexander-Arnold dropping out, Konate and Virgil van Dijk starting the centre half together. No Joel Quansah, he was on the bench for this one. No great surprise given the threat that Fulham posed and the fact that it was young Conor Bradley at right back, but Liverpool need not worry about Conor Bradley. After his cameo the other night against Arsenal, that was an absolutely top draw performance in the youngster. Outstanding, going forwards and defensively, fully committed, tenacious, tough in the tackle, positionally excellent. He was absolutely superb, so got to praise him early doors. But yeah, Liverpool just weren't at it for large parts of the first half. Loads of energy, loads of possession. It was strange because individually nobody really had a poor game, I wouldn't have said, for the first 45 minutes, but that triangle, that old faithful triangle of what's normally Trent, Szoboszlai and Mohamed Salah can be so productive for Liverpool. And in this occasion, obviously, it was Gravenberch, Harvey Elliott and Conor Bradley, and it just wasn't linking up. A few occasions they were on different wavelengths. Conor Bradley wanted Elliott to run in behind when Elliott was coming short to try and get the ball, so it just wasn't really happening. A sign of three lads that probably never played a competitive game together, certainly not in those positions. So yeah, it just never really happened. Quite frustrating, but I think Jurgen Klopp would have been okay at half time. Obviously Fulham punish a mistake by Virgil van Dijk at the back, and Fulham never really showed their teeth. Liverpool had been absolutely dominant when they scored their goal, and they had a couple of counter-attack moments. To be fair to Willian and Fulham, ruthless when the chance came, took it. Bit of a snatch and grab really the first half, although they will say that was their game plan executed tonight on perfection, because they never really looked to hurt Liverpool in terms of, never really looked to dominate proceedings, but just when they got their chances they looked to be clinical, and they were. Not surprised Liverpool didn't make any changes, to be fair, at half time, because as I mentioned, it felt like it wasn't a million miles away. Whilst it wasn't quite happening, it definitely wasn't too far away either for anyone really on the pitch, to be honest with you. Second half, I thought we started the half really well. I thought Harvey Elliott was particularly lively. He was getting boos from the Fulham fans, of course. Former Fulham lad, I think they're forgetting the fact he left the club when he was 16, so he was essentially booing a decision made by a 16-year-old to join his boyhood club. Not sure about that, maybe have a rethink there, but anyway, regardless, like, he really was getting a bad reception from them. On the flip side, Liverpool fans are giving him all the love and all the backing in the world, as you can imagine. But yeah, I'm talking about Harvey Elliott. I thought he started the second half really well, coming inside loads, getting on the ball loads, looked desperate to make an impact in the game, to be honest with you. He did in the first 45, but he really came out in the second with a point to prove, and he was one of the ones who made way when the changes came, and I was a little bit surprised by that. Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez come on. Not a surprise to see those two enter in the fray, but Gravenberch going off, yeah, I think that's fair enough. I think at times he struggled, although he did come the closest to equalising with an absolutely incredible turn, left his man for dead, and he does that for a laugh sometimes, Ryan Gravenberch. He's been quite a frustrating watch for a while now. He's got these flashes of brilliance in him, and then for whatever reason the next bit just doesn't quite happen. This was another case of that. He turns his man, leaves him for dead, gets loads of space on the edge of the box and misses the target. It's a well struck shot, and if it's in the bottom corner the keeper's got no chance, but goes wide, stays 1-0, and that's pretty much his last action. He goes off, Gakpo and Núñez on, like I mentioned. Darwin Núñez, the game changer, by the way. Moments later, it's all happening. It always happens when Darwin Núñez is on. Finds Curtis Jones, who just thinks, you know what, I'm going to have a go here, because Liverpool was struggling to break down Fulham. By this point, Fulham were 11 men behind the ball, making life difficult, really compact, low block. Get through this if you can. Liverpool was struggling. I think Curtis Jones just thinks, you know what, I've seen enough of this. Hits it from range, deflection, loops in, past Bernd Leno, 1-1, Anfield erupts, game on, here we go. Fulham fans are very quiet all of a sudden, and Liverpool are at it, and Liverpool are so at it, we make it 2-1 minutes later. Darwin Núñez from the left-hand side, second assist, wonderful bit of play, finds Cody Gakpo, boss finish at the near post, high quality goal from the Reds, and yeah, much deserved really on the balance of play. And I think we did come out, like I say, second half with a bit between our teeth, looking to turn the game around, and we did it. Huge thanks to Darwin Núñez. The subs get the job done. Yeah, there could have been more, really could have been more, and I was begging us to get more, because it felt like now the game's still on a knife edge. I was never panicking at 1-0, definitely wasn't panicking at 1-1, and most certainly wasn't panicking at 2-1 in terms of the tie overall, but it did feel like at a moment there, because Fulham looked flat, they looked dejected, and Liverpool smelt blood, and we went for it. Darwin Núñez could have had a hat-trick, to be honest. Jota had a couple of chances, Gakpo himself had another one where he thought he was going to make it 3-1, and Bernd Leno, to his credit in the Fulham goal, pulled off some absolutely incredible saves to keep the score down, because it did feel it did feel like we've got to put them to the sword and probably kill off the tie for a little bit, but as it stands, still in the balance. I am confident going there. I think we've seen a lot of what Fulham were about there tonight, and it wasn't that impressive on the counter-attack. They had moments and you thought, okay, Keith Keller makes a couple of decent saves in the second half, but a much changed Liverpool team should be very content with that night's work, albeit far from done. 2-1, very much, could go one way, could go the other, but that is a very, very impressive turnaround for the Reds. Darwin Núñez inspired turnaround. In terms of shout-outs, I've already done Connor Bradley. Curtis Jones was excellent once again. Inspired performance. Some of his touches, some of his turns were absolutely outstanding. Ibu and Virgil at the back after Virgil's ever. Brilliant, like I say. Can't talk about Connor Bradley, he was so good. Diogo Jota was good as well. Luis Diaz was not bad, a little bit quiet at times, but made things happen in the second half. And Joe Gomez, the left backer, once again came very close to scoring. Every single time I do this I say it, but he really did. It's going to happen one day. Anyway, up the Reds, 2-1, on to the next leg. I'll see you again soon, take it easy.